Hello everyone and welcome to QualityRPGs. Today we are having part 6 of the Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of Betrayer. So why cannot I memorize any of these? Huh. Interesting. Okay. So we can, but do we have some level drain going on? But yeah, I guess we should make some preparations against those enemies we are about to engage.
Yes.
So, about with what we could actually hit. Perhaps Polar Ray might be a choice of spell. Disintegrate. I guess it should deal at least some damage even if it fails. Yeah. Mind Fog, perhaps more Cones of Cold. Here, Isaac's Missile Storm. Those should work well. And here, I think some... Oh, there are those trolls, so... Yeah, I think we need those. And these... Okay. And then let's see about Kaelin. Actually, that must heal Storm of Vengeance. Those should be rather good. Destruction. Well, I guess we will try to do with these.
Walk in my step. Follow me.
So could we rest? So let's get a bit further back. There is that one creature we still want to deal with. And then let's rest. Okay, perhaps that was... the last one was a bit of a overkill. But let's see if we could rest now. Because we need all of those spells against the enemy we are facing. The resistances of it are just too high. So let's actually save and get going. And I'm going to show how I'm actually controlling that Spirit Eater energy. Oh, perhaps we could actually use, now that we did rest, Suppress. And we got some. Okay. And all of you engage, and you start hitting them with everything cool soon. And you as well. Let's see if the spells are enough. Okay, can we still hit it with? Perhaps not. And you just don't go over there, but use spells instead. Kaelin. Perhaps you could hit it with Earthquake. And still it's not going down. Okay? And there. That was rough. But we prevailed. Legendary blood. Okay, I guess that's a crafting item. But yeah, it seems that the etherealness of that creature gives it so good resistances that it's actually... It requires spells to take it down. And I think we... Okay, I got lost as I was looking for the journal. So... we do have something, but I think we should go to see the Burning Man, or whatever the burning thing is. And perhaps we should actually rest before going there. We might need those spells when we get there. So let's save. Let's rest. And let's use the suppress. I think what happens when one uses that suppress often enough is that the hunger kind of abates a bit. It doesn't hit so strongly. And there is this trick with which you can actually, in any stage of the game, and probably any stage of the hunger as well, one can actually suppress it well enough to manage the meter over there. So basically you can just get rid of the whole hunger thing for the game. So basically there is this burning grove and then there is this ashen wood. So if you travel between these 2 points and you always use suppress when you reach the new destination. Oh, okay. So I guess you have to use world map for that. Okay, well, so much for that demo over there, but I will show it a bit later then. So let's get going to see about these burning things over here. Bark cinders. Charred branch. Is there actually anything else of interest in this whole area? We could perhaps somehow get down there. Or then not. So there is the world map. But is there actually anything else we could do? So we need to have pure water, blighted leaves. Yeah, so perhaps this is what we came here to do, but I think we will use the world map transition instead of anything else. So I can demonstrate the hunger. Can we actually move the... Okay, and now we can get to... What's that? Immil Vale. Yeah, we need to visit that. But Ashenwood. So 2 days to travel. And as you can see, we did take a bit of a beating to that. But as we use suppress, our situation seems to be slightly better than it was. So let's make these transitions several times so we can actually get our things above that highest level over there. I don't know. This is rather obvious strategy, so perhaps it cannot even be considered cheating in the game. And as one is suppressing the hunger all the time, it decreases slower and slower pace. So a bit annoying and repetitive, but I mean, at least we don't have to worry about the hunger anymore. Perhaps a couple of more times and then we can head to the Immil Vale. So do we now have access to that? Those 4th level spells? Yes, we do. Yeah, 87, I think that's enough. So let's head to Immil Vale. And 83. So if we use this, we get to 90, which is rather nice. Bit larger map. There is a red tree and there is manticores, wyverns. Well, not sort of. More of them somewhere around here. This almost looks like some kind of a spider. I guess it's some kind of rack. Yeah. So there is... We can get to the world map. Oh, that was rather, I guess, disintegrating spell. And of course you other guys can come this way as well. Red tree, Imsha, we would have a word with you, cursed one. Come forward, let us look upon you. Who are you? A fair question, I suppose. Ironic that he should ask it of us. Quite, but I see no harm in giving an answer. I'm Imsha and this is Tamlith. Hathrans, right? In life we were Othlor, the pinnacle of our order, but the higher one's rank, the higher their duty. A day came when we realized ours exceeded our own lifetimes, but our prayers were heard and the gods permitted us to stay as Delthos. What do you want? To put a face to a feeling, your hunger is like a vortex amidst the flow of spiritual energy. We feel its pull from a vast distance. But the threat of that hunger cannot be known without seeing what countenance it wears. Well, here I am, what do you make of me? You have positioned yourself in opposition to your hunger, you'd rather it gnaw on your own essence before it takes that of another. A brave cause to be sure, but one that ensures your time here is soon to pass. Brave, yes, though I wonder, Imsha, how long will it last? How long before his courage is all that remains for his hunger to consume? A word of advice, cursed one, there are many who will have designs for a being with such destructive power. Most will hide it. Ask yourself such that remains what it is that you believe. Not the strangers you meet, not your companions, nor your hunger. You, what do you hope to achieve with the time you have left? Have you known other spirit eaters? Only a handful, yet far too many. Always drawn to Rashimen, it seems, like any beast that catches the scent of fresh prey. Inevitably, they follow it to Ashenwood, where the aroma is strongest, makes them likely to pass this way, either coming or going. What can you tell me about them? Many of them meet their fates in the Ashenwood. It is a wild place and it has a sense of self-preservation all of its own. But they have done damage there, wounded the forest like no one else can. They have brought sickness and upset its natural balance. Don't forget the one with the guide. You remember Imsha? He had hired that tracker to take him to the heart of the forest so he could live off the soul of the woodman himself. What happened to him? Well, he certainly made his mark on the woodman, but ultimately he got the worse end of it. Not like that tracker though. No, far worse for the tracker, quite right. The woodman considered it a betrayal for the tracker to lead a spirit eater to him. Anyone who wanders the forest freely does so only with the woodman's trust. Couldn't tell you for sure what became of him, but the rumor was that he had been imprisoned indefinitely on another plane, and not one of the nice ones. I have other questions for you. What do you want? What do you wish to know? What do you want? Okay, I guess we have. Are you going to attack me? We are not fools. You play host to a power that no spirit can hope to best. Our strength is in our influence far more than in our magic. We would not fight you. But do not mistake Imsa's words in our way. We will see that Rashemen outlasts your brief appearance here as we have in the past. I have other questions. I'm looking for the woodman. You'll forgive us if we don't draw you a map. Of course, that's what Tamili suggests would be difficult regardless. His presence in the wood has been declining, you see, since the last time he was paid a visit by one of your breed. If the woodman is in decline, how come the forest is attacking the garrison there? If that's true, then it wouldn't be his doing. Worse then. Host then. How to put it simply, the woodman is an embodiment of the spirit of the ashen wood, but he's not all there is to it. Those woods are primal, they have instincts. If he's absent, who knows what other aspects might rise up to fill the void. Okay, I have other questions for you. What's that gigantic rock over there? The moonstone, it's called. Nothing special about the rock itself, but it's said that those who sleep in its shadow experience fanciful dreams, prophetic some claim. Very few who take interest in it save the odd pilgrim of tourists who come here this way, but some swear by it and return often. Okay. Gnarlthorn sent me here. I'm supposed to petition a god to remove a blight in Ashenwood. It must be some blight to come all this way, but he has steered you correctly. Our tree is strongly attuned to the spiritual and the divine. It is a conduit of sorts, words spoken at its base may reach ears ancestors across the plains. That is, if you have their attention. So how do I petition? Have you anointed yourself? I have. What do I do then? Then it's simply a matter of touching the trunk of the red tree and begging favor. Know that the gods listen only to those who are respectful and whose plight they deem worthy of their attention. They have no time for trifling matters or rude petitions. Okay? There are so many of these. What can you tell me about Naja and Dalenka? I found Naja to be very bright, didn't you? Yes, precocious without questions. We only met the one time during her trials, but she did impress me. She'll go far, I think. It surprised me when I heard they had stationed her with Dalenka such different personalities, but I suppose there is a lot Naja could learn from her. What do you mean they have different personalities? Naja excelled in her military trials. She was hasty, yet her strategy was always sound, brilliant at times. Ultimately, though her success is dangerous, she has not learned the wisdom of caution, which is a quality Dalenka possesses in excess. Okay, so we should visit that tree, but before that I think we will do some exploration over here. At least we will deal with the wyverns.
Perish as you should.
Is there a cave? Perhaps we should visit it before doing any of those petitions. And let's save. I don't want to have all of that dialogue again. Abandoned mine.
Taste of my
Clash. I don't know what it is. Could we examine it? This creature appears to be a whirling mass of snow with two barely darker spots that look like ice. I think we actually beat it one of these in the first dungeon. There is a door. Trap. Hopefully a good long sword.
This old mine shaft has a strange chill about it.
Could you identify it, actually? Long sword +1. Come on.
Is there something you wish?
Okay, now we have the trap. And there, Bheur, visitors, but you didn't send a messenger to let me know. This place is a sty, human remains everywhere, if only I had a bit of a notice. And look at this thing I'm wearing, hideous. It's impolite, you know, dropping in the old woman unannounced. How can I possibly be expected to look halfway decent? But you're a hag. Well, right, you a charmer, but you're a hag, he says, as if there was something I could do about it. It's a wonder you are not traveling the countryside with 1,000 adoring fans in tow instead of standing here, badgering an old crone like me for the gods know what reason. So, what is an old crone like you doing here? Well, it isn't for this ghastly landscape. I'll say that much. I don't understand how anyone can stand such a detestable climate for more than a few seconds without fleeing for a nice snowy peak or glacier somewhere. But here I sit, wasting away, absolutely blistering in this sweltering heat, and does anyone care? Does anyone ever ask me how I'm doing? Of course not. Why would they? I'm a hag. Well, how are you doing? I'm miserable. I can't sleep, not with those two old bats of the red tree watching day and night. They may be dead, but they still got connections. If they find me here, every Hathran between here and they will be on my doorstep, probably unannounced, too, like someone else I know. Why are the witches after you? Every year, the Hathrans drive me out of their lands, even celebrate it, the monsters. This time I got it in my head to stick around a little longer, show them what they get for picking off an innocent old woman. What made you pick this spot? The temperature may not be unbearable, but it's really all I can do. The mountains here, curse them, are volcanic. So, no snow can ever take hold here. In the Vale, for a little old lady who carries winter in her back wherever she goes, it's the one place something like that can be hidden. Your hiding place doesn't seem to be working out too well. Kick an elderly woman while she's down, why don't you? Your mother would be so ashamed to see you carrying on this way. In my day we used to eat our young for such insolence. Bah, you're right though. It's more heat than I can bear, and it's still too little to cover my tracks, froze the ground before I could duck into this place. If someone were melt away the snow and ice outside this mine, would that be helpful? I suppose it might. The witches might think I had left, perhaps turn their attention elsewhere. But who would do such thing? No one wants to help a hag. We are so old and ugly, a burden on society. We should hurry up and die, alone and unloved. Things aren't that bad. I'd happy to help. Bless you, child. What a nice surprise from such an ill-mannered guest. You'll need to burn away any trace of ice or snow outside of this mine. I should think just about any source of fire will suffice. Once that's done, tell the witches by the red tree that you saw me leave. I'll have a gift waiting for you when you return, and hopefully that will give me time to clean some of the frightful mess. Okay. Table. Some scrolls. Rock lashes. Orc lash. Oh.
Yes?
So I guess we have some snow to melt. I mean, are these essences I get even any use to us? I don't know. Okay, so let's see about that snow.
Yes.
I guess you have the best devices for that. Okay, missed that one.
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
Okay, and we still have some ice over there.
To me, my allies, I shall lead.
And one small piece of ice still remaining.
Come this way. Yes.
Except we don't have anything with which to deal with it. So 98.
Something you wish.
Let's, by the way, save. And let's rest. Nearby enemy. Oh, there are those. Okay, let's go and deal with these wyverns. Okay.
Is there something you wish?
Yes.
Okay, I guess that didn't quite do the trick. Let's visit the spirits. This stone is ancient, carved with weathered runes from centuries past. Flowing like white like waters, the markings seem suggestive of memories or dreams. Okay, where is the stone? It's right over there. Let's visit the spirits first and complete that Hag's quest, and then rest on the... what was it? Moonstone. Do something about it. Do you linger here with purpose? I have news on Bheur. Indeed, what of her? She's gone. I found no signs of her. Okay. So we could... I guess we need to beat the hag then. So, should we rest? Snow glitters under a brilliant sun, trackless and white, impossibly so. The trees seem to hold their breath and you hear nothing. It is as if you have intruded upon a forest in an impossibly distant past before any living creature walked the world, when the gods themselves were strangers to snow and sky and land. Wisdom, you realize that you have drifted deep into forgotten place, a recess of your mind that has lain untouched for too long. But how long, and what has been hidden in its depths? Okay, I guess we are about to find out. Exit dream. And let's save. And who might to rise? Someone walks in Our Lady's garden. Stay back, we found her, she is ours, she is all we have, and you cannot take her away. How did you find your way to this place? Tell us. I closed my eyes and went to sleep. How else does one enter a dream? Is it true? Does he dream us, or do we dream him and each other? Be quiet. He is another bearer of the gifts, nothing more. They rise one after another, blazing bright and guttering out. They hunger, gorge, and are gone, but we remain. We have her for an anchor. You seem familiar. Who are you? We are echoes of those who once bore the hunger, the gifts. You were spirit eaters like me. Not like you, we worshipped the gifts and passed it among ourselves, each reveling its hunger for his allotted time, and then slain by his successor. Well, these guys are evil. Sweet Jurai was first, gorging on the spirits of the wood, turning verdant green to withered black until her time had passed. Then Kostsik crushed her skull and the gift passed to him. Poor Kostsik hungered only briefly. He tried to devour a great tree spirit, but it fell on him and cracked his spine. How many spirit eaters have there been? Hundreds of masks. We have seen usurpers come and go, but how many rose before us? What difference does it make? And what about you? Did I know hunger? Oh yes. I sought to drink more deeply than any. I cast out about for a soul that was vast enough to truly quench my hunger. My eyes turned always back to the forest. Go on. I called upon a guide, warden of the wood, who knew the secret trails to the woodman's grove, and he guided me through. If you have walked under the eaves of the great forest, you have touched the woodman's essence. Every creature that dies in his domain, every corpse that moulders under rock or silent eve is joined to him. To drink of such a spirit, to gorge on the soul of a living forest, is to embrace the gift as no one else, and for a time even our hunger would be sated. The red woman. I have seen her before in waking dream. No, whatever you saw was merely a reflection. There were many like her once, before the hunger took them all, many facets of a single dream, single memory now lost. Only she remains because she was always the strongest. Her garden, our garden, grew firm and strong around her. Please don't take her away, don't cast us adrift, we cannot bear it again. You're lost, suffering, I can help you escape this dream if you let me. Can you protect Our Lady from the hunger, from the faceless man? The red woman is our anchor stone, all the others are lost and gone except perhaps the boy and the wall, always the wall. Secrecy and silence are her protections, we do not need your ministrations, Dreamwalker. You will leave this place before the hunger follows you here and swallows her up. Okay.
Let the earth take you.
Just take that one down. Okay. Guess this is perhaps the best place to attack. Just go down. Okay, good. Perhaps that's a bit more difficult to follow. And I guess some healing is in order. Okay. One down. Oh, second down, two to go. Okay, could we hit him now? Okay, and he's being healed. Of course. And they started so well, and now we're struggling with two magi, or whatever they are. Paralyzed, strength decreased, whatever not decreased. I'm beginning to think that my character build is a bit flawed. Okay. One down. Come on, a mage just can't beat us. Okay, it seems mage is about to beat us. Guess that's because of that dazed. Yeah, that's just plain sad. Okay, so if we say utilize some spells.
taste of my blood!
And level drained. Just take him down. Okay, good. Do we have restoration? Yes, we do.
Tosses forward.
Okay, and I guess it's time to use heal. Okay, and he was healed. So how long do those debuffs actually last? And let's use healing in case we become paralyzed once again. Are they healing each other? Okay, perhaps we could win. Okay, nice. I waited for you. I feared you would not find me before the hunger took me. You look like Sapphire, but who are you? I'm only a memory of love, lost but not forgotten. This mask fragment contains my essence, all that I am. I have saved it for you, kept it hidden in this remote and forgotten place. We will not see one another again, not until you must draw on the memory of what once was. Know that I will be safe while the mask is in your hands. Until I need you, when will that be? The red woman speaks, but you cannot hear her words. The dream is already fading, the brilliant sun growing dim, the red woman and her garden dissolving into indistinct haze. Your eyelids flutter open and you wake. So she got a level up. Do we have some greater restoration that could be helpful?
It's too heavy. Yes,
Yeah,
that is so.
good. Let's save. So, I think we have some kind of mass fragment. Mask fragment, yeah. So, but we cannot do anything with it, apparently. And by the way, what about the gear?
A horse and wagon. Yes?
Do we have anything useful? Belt of Frost Giant Strength. Okay, you could use that. Well, actually not.
I think you've mistaken me for a horse and wagon.
Yes?
Is there something you wish?
Yes?
Then there is that armor. Yeah.
Yes, that is so.
So let's see. Oh, and let's not forget to suppress the hunger. So 86. And I guess we need to prepare for battle. You're back unannounced as usual, such a disgusting habit, and I still look dreadful. I'd removed all traces of your presence outside. I expect you did a mediocre job of it, but I can't exactly check up on your work, now can I? We'll finish what you started, tell the witches by the red tree that I've gone, make them believe you. I'll be here waiting alone, well I guess... Imsha and Tamalith believe you have left. Okay, and I guess we will need to deal with them. Perhaps we should try to take care of this one first. I guess we had something of a quest to deal with the hag. Just wondering, was this a paladin thing to do? On the other hand, there are quite a few human remains in here, so perhaps this wasn't entirely unwarranted. So let's go to the spirits. And let's not forget to save. I have news of the Bheur, indeed what of her? I tracked her to a mine and killed her. See, I told you, Imsha, they should have checked the Rayoni mines. You made your point, Tamlith. As for you, Spirit Eater, it's good to know that you are not entirely above serving causes besides your hunger. In thanks and in hopes that you continue that path, we offer this cloak. What's Rayoning? When they are still young, Rashemi who so magical promise are taken from their homes. Too young, I still say. The women may become Hathrans as Tamlith and I once did. The men, by the same token, can become Raymoni. Their service to Rashemen frequently entails the forging of our magical arsenal, and many of them inhabit mines here along the running rocks. Okay. So we did get a cloak. Cloak of
Yes.
something. Forest Queen's Blessing. Relish Belt of Mischief. Well, I guess... Forest Queen's Blessing, Charisma, okay. That might actually be rather useful. So what does this give? Armor class, Charisma, hit points. Well, perhaps this is not quite good enough for us to use. Okay, and let's go and have a rest or do something. You must anoint yourself. So, how do we anoint ourselves? But I guess, oh, we can exit the map from here. So, okay, so let's head to the Ashenwood. No. Let's head to this area. So it dropped to 85 and we can suppress it to 92 perhaps. Yeah. So is this the way to... No, it's a bit further here. And then we need to get to the island. Hopefully none of those trolls around here anymore. So do we need to ask this guy to make the ultimate sacrifice? Okay, I guess not. There is that sacred pond. And then we need to put the blighted leaves, large charred branch, and where is those bark embers? Okay.
Is there something you
So
wish?
now what? Okay, what do these do? Okay. So let's actually, could we load quick save, auto save? Yeah, perhaps we don't need to actually run all the way back there. So let's head back to the tree and then use this and this, and then head over there. Okay, and do we have... Activate the other two components of the anointing solution one at a time and target this item. Okay. You stand before the red tree that Nalthorn spoke of. It emanates an unmistakable energy. Place your hand on the tree. What do you pray? Chauntea, great mother of the land, divine warden of all that grows, know that the ashen wood is stricken with a powerful blight. Grant me your blessing that I might reverse the damage it has wrought. A sudden flood of warmth embraces your body and you feel for an instant as if the ground has been taken out from beneath you and you are floating in a place removed from time or space as you know them. The pangs of spirit hunger recede and you know relief for the first time since you awoke in the Barrow Cavern. Wherever you are, you suffer no longer. At once the world rushes back into filled void and you are at the tree once more. Your hunger remains, nothing has changed, save that in your hand you now hold an extraordinary crystal bottle. Your prayer has been answered. Blessed salve of the Earth Mother. Okay. And do we need to try this again? Walk away. Okay. So let's have level up for her. And let's see about... Okay. Cannot memorize anymore. So, I think that's actually everything for today. In the next episode, let's see if we can actually do something about things around here. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions, and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityRPGs out.